What is going on, guys, non-binary pals? It is your boy Artisan Kane coming at you with a TPL Season 2 Week 17 matchup. This is our final week of the regular season, and we are facing Lyncoln, coach of the Jamaican Jolteons. Here is our team. If you have not watched the team build preview, I will leave a link in the description so you can kind of see what our thought process is here as we take on Lyncoln for a shot at the playoffs. We're more or less tied for the division. Winner will move on to the playoffs. So let's see what he's got. Okay, Quag, Gorgeist, Plume, Rhyme, Jolteon, Appleton. Okay, so no Kingler. That's pretty good. But we'll see. So, like I mentioned in my preview, Frostlass is still the play 100% of the time. Try to get up spikes turn 1, guaranteed with the Focus Sash. Maybe a second layer, depending on what he wants to do, depending on what his lead is. I do expect Jolteon coming out first, but we'll see. Now, Kingler not being there opens up the team quite a bit. So, let's see, excuse me. And let's get going. Kakashi. Okay, so that is Jolteon. That's fine. He's either going to Volt Switch out here or get a Protect off to activate the Quick Feet. Either way, we're going Spikes. We want these up. Yeah, Protect. Okay, that's fine. We're going to get these Spikes up. We definitely like the chip damage from the Spikes. It helps us break sashes. It helps us get the little chip damage that we need to do these 1-hit and 2-hit KOs later in the game. So what we'll actually do is we'll just go for some chip damage here on the Jolteon. Frostlass really copycat. Oh man, so he's gonna get some spikes up too. Okay, so that's a really solid play by Lyncoln. Great move set in understanding Frostlass's role. It's very common for Frostlass to run the spikes. So running a copycat allows him to get hazards too. Not great because we don't have any sort of hazard removal. We weren't really counting on it. Shadow Ball here is going to connect. It's going to do, might knock us out actually. Almost does. Basically down to our, what would have been our sash. Oh man, that crit is humongous. That burn's going to take it out. Wow. Okay, so damn, that crit definitely mattered because it was able to fall from its own burn. So now we've got one of the most offensive Mons and definitely the speediest Mon on Lincoln's side down for the count. What we want to do here is we outspeed, so we can go for some chip damage here with the Shadow Ball. I don't expect this to do too much. Ah, sucker. Nice tech. Yeah, Rhyme's not that fast, so having sucker on it is nice to do things like that and revenge kill the Frostlass. This might be too aggressive, but honestly, I kind of want to just go Vanillix here. Aegislash is nice as it makes sure that he doesn't spin. But yeah, I'm just gonna go Vanillix. It does suck that now we're gonna take that hazard damage, so we're not gonna be able to switch in and out of Vanillix as nicely as I'd like. But what we're gonna do here is we're just gonna max Steel Spike. This should do at least I think the count said right around 75%, 80%. Depending on its SPDEF investment. And I know he does like having a lot of SPDEF investment on it, so we'll see. It wouldn't surprise me if he tries to go for like a trick or something here. We'll see what he... Okay, so we're going to get that Steel Spike off. Like I said, should do probably around 80. Yeah, right, more or less what I thought. We'll get that defense boost. That's nice. Slack off. Okay, so he's gonna go ahead and slack off and just take, take most of that damage back. But with the roll we got, unless we get a min roll here, this will knock out the Rhyme. I would be surprised if he decides to switch out into Quagsire. So he actually switches out into Appleton. Which, like I said, that chip damage is really nice. Steel Spike isn't going to do as much as we probably would want. Yeah, so it's still above half. But that's fine. We just go for a Hailstorm here. We should outspeed and do big damage. So again, you have that hazard damage. You got this Hail chip. It's pretty big. And we'll just go for that Hailstorm. Again, even with Thick Fat, even if this thing is AV, we should be able to knock it out here. And Vanilla's kind of doing what we wanted to do. Put the pedal to the metal, get a whole bunch of offensive pressure, and force him to start switching around, force him to have to sack stuff. Oh, and he actually Dynamaxes here. Okay. So I wonder what this set is then. So this might be a more like offensive AV style Appleton. Yeah, after the Dynamax, this might survive this. And it does, just barely. But, okay, but he only has the grass move, so... I mean, that's his stab move, but... it's not going to do that much to us. Yeah, it's neutral damage, but... between the Hail Chip and then, it's not going to outspeed us, so... because Tartness... wait, Tartness is, what, evasion? It doesn't slow us down. So, we'll just go Ice Shard, that'll be able to knock it out. Yeah, there we go. Alright, so now we got Dynamax done. We've got his Appleton out of the way. Let's see what he goes into here now. He could just go back out into Rhyme. If he goes back out into Rhyme, he's gonna know that the Flash Cannon isn't gonna do that much, and he actually goes into Gourgeist, so that makes sense. If it's gonna use the Flame Charge, or even a Poltergeist. Honestly, at this range, a Poltergeist might be enough to take us out. So, like I said in team build, Arcanines are switching to Gourgeist 100% of the time. We want to get that Intimidate off. Gourgeist is generally a physical attacker. It just sucks that those hazards are up, so, Arcanine doesn't like those. Rock Slide. Oh. That's a big, big miss there. If that thing is like banded or something, that Rock Slide could have been huge. But in all honesty, I want to go for a Flamethrower, but I know I don't outspeed that thing. So what I'm gonna do is, no, because he's probably got Sneak on it. I wanted to go Aegislash, but I don't like the Shadow Sneak. Oh, so he actually switches out into Quag. I mean, that makes sense. Quagsire is a really good check for Arcanine, especially since we don't have Dynamax. So I have Solar Beam on Arcanine, but I'm not clicking a raw Solar Beam outside of Sun. So going Hydreigon here means we basically have to click U-turn. The calcs don't look great from the Dark Pulse or the Draco. Both of those, the Quagsire would just be able to recover it off. So we'll just go U-turn here and see what the plan is with this Quagsire. Okay, and it's Rocky Helmet. Okay, so that's something to keep in mind here. Rocky Helmet. I'm tempted to go Vanillux, but I think after the hazard damage and a Scald, that might be enough to take Vanillux out. So I'm not sure if that's the play. So we'll just go into Primarina. We're AV'd up, so, you know, Scald doesn't really do anything to us. Earth Power won't really do. Yawn. Okay, so Yawn, that's very annoying because I'm going to switch out here. I'm not going to want Primarina to fall asleep. We'll just go back out into Hydreigon. He will, I mean, he knows we won't want to stay in with Primarina. But, okay, so it looks like he switches out too, into Vileplume. So, after the spikes, I kind of want to just raw Draco here. He could have Moonblast, but I know the last few weeks he's been running like Giga Drain and Sludge Bomb. Not enough. And he does have the raw Moonblast. Okay, so that's probably going to knock us out here. Yeah, I'm not too bulky, and even though it's a non-stat move, that 4 times is going to hurt. Not great, but that does allow Vanillux to come in here and clean it up. Again, these hazards really suck because they're chipping away at Vanillux. We already have the fact that we're being chipped away at because of the Life Orb. And we'll go, yeah, we'll go Freeze Dry here in case he wants to switch out into like Quagsire, or I think Rhyme. Yeah, I didn't kill Rhyme, so he could go Mr. Rhyme here also. But it looks like he's going to give us Vileplume, so we will take that for sure. So we get the Vileplume there. Vanillux more or less not going to be able to do too much for us at this point at the range it's at. Switching out and back in would probably be enough to succumb to the spikes damage. So what we'll do is we will stay in. So yeah, those spikes are nice, doing some damage to that Gourgeist there, but I think the play here is just to go for an Ice Shard here. We'll probably do about 25-30%. So that does a nice solid chunk. We will bring the Gourgeist below 50%. This Poltergeist will take us out. But we've got the Hail Chip, we've got the Spike Chip. You know, these are nice. They're racking up. They're racking up little by little. Again, the play I think is Arcanine. We just go into Arcanine. We'll get that Intimidate off. And then we'll switch back out because it revealed that Rock Slide last time. So we're just going to double out. Yeah, because he's going to switch to probably into Quagsire again. Yep. So he's going to switch out into Quagsire also. That is perfectly fine. Again, like I said in my team build preview, if we can just double with Arcanine, that is perfectly fine. That means Arcanine is doing its job. Now, let's see. We are going to outspeed. I think he might go for a Protect here, so I'll just go for a Draining Kiss. Try to get some of the HP back, and we'll do some decent damage to it. So that does a nice little chunk to it. You don't get to keep as much because of the Rocky Helm. Oh, Sludge Wave. Luckily, we are AV. That is a non-stab Sludge Wave, so when all is said and done, we didn't lose too much from that turn. And we'll go for another Draining Kiss here, try to get some health back and see. This will probably put us at neutral, honestly, after the recovery plus the chip. So we went 89 to 115. Right, right back to 89. Yeah. So neutral play, and then we'll. Okay, and then no more health chip. Alrighty. So this allows Gourgeist to come back in. Oh, he's actually gonna go Rhyme here. I don't think that's a big deal. I mean, it could have Freeze Dry, but we'll just go Flip Turn and get out of there. And okay, so we outspeed. So we're not invested in speed, but I think Rhyme is at a higher speed tier than us, so I'm not sure what set he's running. He could be doing that trick Lax Incense set again. Okay, and he slacks off. So Draining Kiss might have been nice there, but honestly, I don't know what those calcs look like. I don't know how much damage that's actually doing. I like this as a little bit, again, we're going more aggressive here. I'll just go for the raw flamethrower. This does about half probably. Okay, a little more than half. And if he wants to spam, oh, wow, Mirror Coat. Damn. That's the tech right there. That's good shit. I was kind of expecting him to just kind of try to stalemate us with slack offs, but that's nice. So Sucker Punch, slack off, Mirror Coat. I think H/slash here is the play. Both of our stab moves are going to be super effective. I think they're both base 80. Yeah, they're both base 80, so it really doesn't matter. What I'll do though is I'll go for Shadow Ball in case he wants to switch into Gourgeist, because that'll be super effective against both of them. I think this should be enough to knock him out. And it is. Awesome. So now we're down to Gourgeist. And more than likely Gourgeist is going to lock itself in, or I'm assuming it's either I'm assuming it's banded just the way he's been playing. He's been clicking one move and then moving out. So what I'll do is I'll actually King Shield here. That way we can reduce its attack. Yeah. Okay, so that's gonna connect, which means, oh, huh. That didn't drop. I guess it's not a physical move, huh? Okay, so this is gonna hurt. And we survive. Nice. Being in shield form is fantastic. So even though, okay, 3 minutes left. This should be the last turn of the game here. So even though we didn't get to use H/slash the way we wanted to with the throat spray, having the King's Shield there was nice, even though it didn't get the drop. It was enough for us to get back into shield form and be able to survive that Poltergeist there from the Gourgeist. And yeah, with that wraps it up here. Very fun battle against Lyncoln. You know, I've played him a few times already now in the league, and he's, I love his team composition, using mons that are generally not seen in the singles format and using them to extremely high potential and solidifying himself as a top battler. So that was a lot of fun, and appreciate y'all watching. Thanks, y'all.